Are live. No intro. No
No
copyright strike.
intro. That's weird about the copyright strike. I mean, we've had this song forever, and yet you have to fight it every week.
Every week.
That's ridiculous.
Every freaking week.
Yep. Well, happy Easter, everybody.
Yeah.
Hope everybody did well. If anybody went Easter egg hunting,
I did not.
we did not. That is next Sunday, right?
Yeah.
We got Tracy in. We got Linda in. Yep. Tracy, you and I have had some ups and downs this week in our March Madness.
Oh.
Holy crud. Tracy was like on top of her A game, right? And I don't remember. I can't remember. Welcome in, Hank. I can't remember what team took her down a little bit, but Tracy was in first place, and then I creeped up and got first place.
Wasn't it that Clemson game?
Clemson, yep, because I had Clemson Tigers. You're right.
Yep.
But in the end, I'm a big fat loser because Marquette got knocked out. So.
Yeah.
And of course, you know what? Purdue is still in it.
Yeah. I'm not happy about that. I'll tell you, I'll be very honest with you. I watched the Purdue play this entire series, and they should win an Oscar for the best acting. The best actor of getting fouled goes to all of Purdue, because if you go near any of those guys, they're like having like a full-on seizure and hitting the ground. It's ridiculous, completely ridiculous. Now, they did obviously take out Tennessee today, which pretty much did me in for any chance of winning anything, but...
Oh my goodness. Look at this. Kelly Bella's in.
Oh my
Happy
goodness.
Easter, y'all. And Pop is in as well. Welcome in, guys. Yep, Duke is going to be out in a few seconds. I tell you, I think it's going to come down to Purdue and to UConn.
At this point, anybody but Purdue.
Yeah.
Anybody but Purdue. You know what? I'm all for it. If you play clean ball and but this whole thing of getting fouled. I watched them bump some. One of the players ran into a Tennessee player, ran into him, and then went flailing onto the ground.
That's the name of the game, though. That's how
ridiculous.
They do it. I know it is ridiculous.
It's sissy ball. I mean, play. Jesus, just play.
Yeah, they try to draw those fouls, right?
It's just ridiculous. Oh, and by the half, Tennessee had 9 fouls, and Purdue had
It was pretty
2.
bad. I'll give you that. It was really bad. I was rooting.
Stupid.
I was rooting for Tennessee just because, Purdue did me so wrong last year. And I just was like, nope.
Just ridiculous. I'm sorry. I went on another tangent.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, so my team is finally out of it. I'm in third place, but that doesn't mean anything.
Oh, yeah. Houston went out, too.
Yeah.
I saw Kissy Cat's in. Welcome in.
Hope Duck sucks balls the rest of the season. Duke, not Duck. Hope Duke sucks balls the rest of the season. I'm not sure how Kissy Cat feels.
You know what?
Look at that. Scott Nightingale's in as well.
Connecticut just tore it up last night.
They did.
They kind of played and then after the half they were like, okay, and they put on like 50 points on them. It's just, they're going to probably win. As long as Duke doesn't.
Well, Duke's about to get out. Tracy said they're about to
not
lose.
Duke. I'm sorry. Purdue.
Oh, Purdue? Okay.
Purdue.
Yeah.
Purdue. I will happily wear any gear out there as long as somebody takes out
Purdue. Well, we shall see what happens. There's no one stopping UConn, Hank says.
I don't think so.
It was fun to watch Iowa get a beating. Kissing Cat. It's been a great, in my opinion, and I don't know if it's because I was able to actually stay in the game a little bit longer than last year. I've had fun with this. I really do.
You didn't have fun last night.
You
didn't have fun last
No,
night whenever Marquette got taken out.
But this, March Madness is my absolute favorite sporting event.
We have fun with it, yeah.
Right. We don't watch basketball. We don't watch professional basketball. We don't watch anything until March Madness. And it is just so much fun.
Tracy says, and just like that, Duke is out.
Duke is out, Tracy says.
It's,
okay.
You know what? It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Look how much fun we've had with our, our friends here. And, Judd at work, he's always done it with us. Brian has always done it with us. Now, We've brought some new people in that have never done this before, and man,
Tracy, right?
we're having a lot of fun.
Tracy,
and she was killing it
and
the
I
whole
was trying
time.
to smack talk with her this week and texting her, and she's like, "My money's on you. You're gonna win it all." I'm like, "Gosh, dang it! I just
so nice.
wanted somebody to trash talk me so I could come back with some good stuff," and she didn't even do it.
Yeah, I just hope you win, because you're such a nice person. And
That's pretty much how that went, right?
Wow.
I was like, "Come on, welcome in, Lisa.
look at that, Lisa.
She is in the house."
You thought nobody was going to come today because it was Easter.
I really didn't. I really, really didn't. Pop-Up says he hasn't even looked at his bracket because Kentucky and Kansas went out so early.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you've been in third place here and there and kind of up and down.
Yeah, he's been ahead of me a couple times.
Yeah, I loved sitting in first place for a while. If Marquette had done it, it would have been a good year for me.
Tracy says she wants you to win, April, but I'll tell you right now, it's not going to happen. Right now, it's actually it's going to be between Deanna,
Yeah.
and Sister Yoshi.
Sister Yoshi. Yep, exactly.
That's pretty much
Look,
it.
and Deanna's in as well.
Look at that.
Maybe Jed will be in a few minutes. We have an announcement to make.
Yeah.
Scott says he had the casino people shut a machine down on me Friday for winning so much money on the most I've ever won gambling. All right, Scott, you can't just tease us like that.
You should have stopped at that casino.
I should have stopped at
You
it.
went
Is
right
it the
by
same
it.
one? I can't even tell you. Scott, I know you were in and out last week, but everywhere we went and people were like, "Oh, you've got to go to this casino. It pays so well." I was like, "Okay," but we had already passed it and it was way too far to turn around, and it was snowing.
It was snowing, yeah.
No offense, Hank. She should have helped with 3 hip surgeries. Ooh, I must have missed something.
Yeah. What was that all
I
about?
don't know.
Wow. Kids Cat said, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's the prerogative to shut down a machine if you're winning too much.
Well, that's ridiculous. They shouldn't be allowed to do that.
It's
My eyes are watering. I'm
seems
sorry.
a little immoral, but I guess you got to do what you got to do. $6,300. No hand pays, just all bonuses.
Oh, that's awesome. On the same one machine? Clover Link. Interesting.
We've got some clover in the field. Lots of it.
Pop says his hotel room at Choctaw, the hall was dark today on our floor, but the rooms on the floor had power. It seems like last time we were there, they had the flood. Mm-hmm. Remember, they were having issues with flooding.
Well, maybe the Easter Bunny was there.
Ooh, I got a hand pay. Oh, I saw that with your 7s. I think it was 777s, right, Kissy Cat?
No.
I got a hand pay. How do you say that? La Berge on Wednesday night. Where is that at? Is that in Louisiana? I've never heard of that. I don't know. Interesting.
Boy.
Well, look at this. We're just, okay, everybody is winning. Look at Hank. I hit 1,500 hand pay on
that's
a $2
right.
bet last Tuesday.
I did see that. Oh, he texted me and was bragging.
Oh,
like, look, you don't have any money. I do.
You have money. The problem is we're not spending it because we are refurbishing a farmhouse.
That's true.
So all of our money is going to the farmhouse right now.
That's true.
My birthday was Wednesday and I lost my tail. Oh, well, happy birthday, Kelly Bell.
Oh,
Speaking of birthdays, right?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, so happy birthday to Kelly. And then
Hang on.
we have 2 other birthdays.
Yeah,
Do.
there you go.
Judd's birthday is today and Deanna's is on the 2nd. So
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Yeah, so happy birthday to all 3 of you. How awesome is that?
And if I'd have known it was Kelly's, then I would have.
We would have put it up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are y'all drinking tonight?
What are we drinking tonight? So happy birthday, guys. Judd had to share his birthday with Easter.
You know what, guys? I want to get their opinion on something, and we'll answer that in just a second. Hank, I think if you're a member of our channel and it is your birthday, I think Cool Whipped should do a video and sing happy birthday, and we play it. I think that would be a lot of fun.
I actually could see him doing that.
Yeah, I do too. I think that
Maybe
would be
a
a lot of fun.
dance?
Yeah. You could do not you, but Cool Whip could do the most famous TikTok dance at the time.
Yeah.
Right?
If there's different dances, the only one I ever saw is that one dude with the blue shirt.
Oh no,
that's like,
Beyonce has that new cowboy thing.
he's like double loser, I don't know. It just keeps popping up on my thing every time I'm on TikTok, and then like napkin shirt or some crap. I don't know.
Well, we need to ask Cool Whip what he would charge us to do that, because I think if we
Well,
could
I need to know
contract him
people's
out.
birthdays. People need to email me their birthdays.
See, Linda says, I vote yes, yes, yes. So does Deanna. I like it. I like it. All right. So tonight, Hank, to answer your question is I am drinking the samples of moonshine.
What are you drinking? What is that?
Well, I don't know. I can't read it. It's hazelnut, I think. No,
Does it
peach.
taste-
This one's peach.
Oh,
And-
well, see, and that's funny because
This one's hazelnut.
I'm drinking peach cobbler.
You
Moonshine.
are Moonshine, yeah. We went way back to the moonshine days. So Scott says it wasn't working right, had to change boxes. It wouldn't print the ticket on the difference over $3,000, so they had to pay me cash for the remainder, and they had to do that 7 different times, like 7 times in a row. That is crazy.
Wait, Pop says his birthday's in May and he wants to dance in a Speedo and us give him $1 bills.
I don't think
understand.
that's what that says, but I think that would be funny. Pop, go for
I
it.
mean, I guess, yeah. I mean,
Ooh,
I'll,
Kissy Cat's having a shiner.
I'll give you a couple bucks, I guess.
Yeah,
I mean,
Pop, you can go and film yourself
Yeah.
dancing in a Speedo, and we'll send
Yeah.
you $1.
yeah, send us your cash app.
I have.
We'll-
I have it.
Oh, okay,
Live, laugh,
yeah.
love.
Yeah,
Minnie.
do it.
Yep, we got
Do
it.
it.
We should start that.
We'll
happy
post it
birthday
up on
song
here.
From Cool Whip to Mike because it's coming up. Yes, your birthday is coming up.
My birthday is coming up.
Oh, look, we're gonna have to write all these down. Everybody's birthday's coming up. Scott's is April 18th. I always carry dollar bills. Pop. Kissy Cat
Magic
says.
Mike. Mike is magical.
You are. Yeah, your birthday's the 11th.
It is.
Yeah, so you've got a big birthday coming up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's some stuff working in the.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, there's a little something going down.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
All right. Well, I like fun stuff because I haven't been having much of that.
Yeah,
Been doing a lot of working.
we've done a lot of work, a lot. And yesterday we finally have the entire master area upstairs. Right, we have it down to the stud.
Gutted.
It's completely
Got
gutted,
it gutted.
and ready to go. We got to put the insulation in it because we even took the insulation and threw it away.
Yep.
So we got to put insulation in it, put the new
After-
drywall.
After I threw all the insulation away because it kind of looked
Oh, yeah.
crusty, and then I start looking this morning at insulation and I'm like, wait a second, this stuff's $93 a bag. I thought it was going to be like $35.
Oh.
Yeah, no, we're gonna have probably $700 in insulation.
It'll be okay though, right? It'll be well
suppose.
worth it. Kissy Cat's always ready to run into a stripper, so she's got to keep her dollar bills ready.
Oh, wait, Scott Nightengale says he's willing to jump out of a cake in a Speedo for me.
Ooh, you and Pop could do that. That would be fun. Come out
Oh,
to the Final
he-
Four, and we
he's-
can go to a casino in Arizona. Oh, Tracy, don't tempt me because I need a vacation.
Ooh, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Can we stay with Tracy?
Yeah.
Oh, Tracy, could you get us some discounts on some insulation
She probably could.
and some drywall? Come back with it on the rental car. We're holding it on the roof.
Like this the entire time home.
Yeah.
That would
Yeah.
be greatness. That would be greatness.
Have we seen any slot fiesta? We did see a little bit of the slot fiesta, but we
We have been busy.
worked pretty late last night, and then we had some friends over.
Last night, yeah.
Yeah, and then this morning, we actually, our son was in town. Him and his girlfriend were in town for a wedding, and so 2 of our daughters came over, and they came over, and we made a big breakfast. and
You made the big
I
breakfast.
made a big breakfast.
Yes, and it was delicious.
Yeah, well, thank you. And so we didn't get to see very much of Slot Fiesta.
We did not. Right, but I did see that Chris and Lou had a hand pay on one of
Oh,
their,
that's nice.
yeah, wrapping up the slot fiesta. So that was fun.
That's good. I think the Yoshi's got some hand pays.
Did they really?
I think they got 2 hand pays. I don't.
They are like on a roll right now. They're doing really good. Are
You,
they not?
you gotta pay to play,
Yeah. Well,
or you gotta play to get hand pays.
well, that's one of the things about being at the farm I'm kind of excited about is that we will be able
We
to.
can start an illegal casino.
No, I was going to
Oh.
say we're going to be very close to WinStar, so it would be nothing for us to jump in and go live and go to WinStar.
Oh, I think once everything's settled in, we will
Yoshi
be
got
doing that.
$10,000 free play.
Wow.
From the Resorts World. Is that where it at? I know that's where they hosted it and they had the meet and greet. I can't wait to hear how the meet and greet went.
Teachers get discounts at Sherwin-Williams. I don't have a teacher. I don't know a teacher. I know somebody that was going to be a teacher decided not to be a teacher.
That's true. Yes, from the tournament, Tracy says. Okay.
Wow.
10,000 in slot pay from a tournament. I've always wanted to do a slot tournament. I think that would be so much fun.
Oh, remember when we saw that at where were we? It's where we went and had breakfast.
Stratosphere?
No. Well, they had the tournament area. No, this is when we went downtown we were on Fremont and we went and had breakfast at that place. Me, you, Alan, and Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
And when we were walking back out, they had that section roped off and they were having a slot tournament and everybody was like,
that was on Fremont Street.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was at the Golden
O'Shea?
Nugget.
No, O'Shea's is not. But
I think it was at the Golden Nugget.
Might have been.
But everybody was just da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, why are they banging the buttons so hard? Okay, are we reading? Go
Yeah,
ahead.
no. I was just reading how they had. So the Yoshi's got second place for 10,000. Ivy got third place at 7,500, and Chris and Lou won fourth place with 5,000 free play. Ooh, that's
So,
awesome.
like, the Resorts World was sponsoring, and then whoever did the best got free play? That's kind of cool.
That is kind
I'm
of
assuming that's what that is.
right.
Yes, they had a slot tournament for the group. Well, that's kind of cool.
So they used to be super casual. You're right, Kissy Cat. You didn't have to be invited to slot tournaments, right? You could sign up and walk in and sign up for these tournaments. And now it's like a elite event.
Oh,
where
is
you
that
have-
right?
Yeah, where you kind of have to qualify or you have to be, I get them all the time. Of course, we live in Texas and I can't go to Vegas. Like Laughlin always sends me, come to our slot tournament for a chance to win $10,000.
Get mugged and win $10.
The Slot Sisters won $20,000 in free play. First place. Look at that.
Wow, look at them go.
Yeah, so Resorts World did it for Slots Fiesta. How much fun is that?
We actually met them the night we met Jay.
Oh, I
The
think that was
first time.
Vegas Sisters, unless they changed their name,
Oh,
right? We met Vegas Sisters at Cosmo. That was
oh,
fun.
it's not the same people.
No, I don't think so. I don't
Oh,
think so.
okay.
I don't. But I could be wrong. They might have changed their name.
Laughlin would be fun. Not for me.
I would stay at Riviera and play morning tournaments. Ooh.
Maybe it was. Well, no, it wasn't Riviera because Riviera's gone. Where were we? I had to have been.
It was the one. I can't. It's a Boyd Casino, and it's where
Was
we
it
walked.
Binion's?
Huh?
Was it Binions?
It might have been Binion's, and it was pretty sure the one with the hot dogs, the hot dog specials, but not Casino Royale. The other, it was actually on Fremont Street. That's where we did the fishing up.
No,
remember?
yeah, I remember, but I
Yeah.
don't remember. I remember going back there. It's where I got my shirt because we were going out to eat, and
Yes, Gold Coast probably. That makes sense. I think that's right.
that could be.
Cat.
They had the pool was like old school, like hardcore old school. It looked like something from the 60s or 50s.
Oh, the Golden Nugget.
That's what I thought it was.
Yeah, the Golden Nugget. You're right. That's exactly.
thought it
where
was the Golden
Yeah,
Nugget.
because that's where we got your shirt, and we ended up going out to eat to that steakhouse.
Yeah. Well, in there, they were having a slot tournament.
So it's not the Vegas Sisters. What was the beating on the desk for?
That's because that's what they were doing. Pow, 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 pow.
Oh, tap, 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 tap.
Hitting the
tap.
button. It didn't make any sense to me.
Yeah. Binions, Kissy Cat. She's throwing them all out there. So this week was an interesting week, right? And I'm telling you right now, and I know we're social media, right? We are here. YouTube is part of social media.
Yeah.
But so we had that incident, but the U.S., so there was that incident of the cargo ship in Maryland, right? So, and it hits the bridge. We all know about it. And if you don't, there was a ship coming from Singapore that lost electricity and ran into the Maryland Bridge, and it collapsed all the way through it, and 6 people.
Francis Scott Key Bridge.
Yes,
I think.
that's exactly right. And I am so, and this is my opinion, but I want to ask anybody else if they feel this way. I am so fed up with the media because they are spinning this. Everything has to be controversial this day, right? Oh, it's a terrorist act. Oh, it was planned. Oh, it was this. Oh, it was that. And I am so tired of
Yeah.
all of it. And this is just my opinion.
Look at
Because
that.
you know what? accidents do still truly happen, right? Or why do people have to take and run with this stuff and make it to be something so, it's horrible, it's catastrophic. But I don't understand why the media has to go and make it a tourist, or not a tourist,
A terrorist act.
yeah, a terrorist act, or was planned and was done on purpose. And
Well, I think that was more anything that I heard was there was explosions. What looked like explosions.
yeah, the three little flashes then, yeah.
Yeah, but there was electricity running across the bridge, so I'm sure that was the power lines getting severed, and I'm sure there was a lot of power lines running across that bridge. So
Right. So you agree, Tracy? It's just ridiculous. Like I didn't even know about it, right? You sent me a message and said, hey, turn on the TV when you get a second, something historical.
Pop-up corrected you because it was leaving.
I
not
thought it was
arriving.
coming in from Singapore, but
Whatever. It doesn't matter.
yep, the ship channel bridge gets hit and gets fixed all the time. Thank you, Kissy Cat. People are just crazy. I just feel for anybody who has to raise children these days, right? And I'm going to go back to this because there's so much influence out there, so much media, just this craving for this media, and people, they just absorb it, right? And nothing can just be an accident, right? I trip and fall, right? I do that
You
quite
mean
often.
like the Purdue players?
No, stop.
It's a big conspiracy.
But, it's just one of those things that I'm just tired. Why can't it just be, the electricity went out, they lost control of the ship, they hit the bridge, right? I mean, it's already catastrophic as it is.
Well, just think about it. So, say it turned out that was a big conspiracy and, I don't know, somebody took out the bridge, be it our government or, some private entity or, some terrorist group or, whatever. If you were the guy that figured it out and were the first on there, boy, you'd be somebody special on the internet. You were the guy that figured out that, Dolph Lundgren took out the bridge.
I don't want to be famous. I don't want to be media famous for discovering something like that. Like, I would just want people
Well, I know
to come
you don't,
in, and I
but
want people to enjoy it. And
we don't have a basement for you to live in. I'm in my dad's basement.
see Hank, he says, I'm so glad I don't have to raise young kids in today's day and age. My youngest graduates high school in May. And I agree with you, Hank. Like, I want to have grandchildren. Like, I want to experience. I want my children to have children. It scares me to death these days. It just, 6-year-olds, 5-year-olds have phones these days. 3-year-olds are glued to an iPad or, some form of video, electronics, and whatnot. And then everybody wants to know why autism is so great these days, or ADHD and all these things. We're in a different time. And I'm just so tired of the media running with stuff in it. Why can't it just be a simple accident? It just, why are we always on edge? Why are we always looking for more?
Well, you know what? And I think most of the people here, are closer to, some of them are younger, but, most everybody are closer to our age. But
I agree, yeah. Welcome in, douche.
It's amazing to me that the new babysitter is an iPad, and that, nobody monitors their kids. And I'm not going to really get into it, but I watched some interviews with Riley Gaines.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
On Joe Rogan. And she was the girl who pretty much would have smashed every record her senior year in college for swimming, but had to race against Leah Thompson or Thomas or something. The transitioning male to female swimmer. And I'll tell you what, that girl went through, to me, I think she went through a lot of stuff. Her interview was amazing. But for that 23-year-old, that girl has her act together.
She was very well spoken.
She was very well spoken, and I don't really think that was something that was trained. I don't think she was like, she had media coaches. I honestly think that girl actually has her crap together, and I think she went through some stuff. So there are people out there. Well, there is, because if I look at her which she really impressed me this week. And just, her views on a lot of things may not be everybody's views, but they were, I was impressed with her. But if you go on TikTok and see some of these idiots that, are, if you've been on TikTok, I don't even have to say it, dancing outside of their car and getting run over and stuff. And this girl's 23 years old and taking on Congress over women's rights. Yeah. And I don't think she's wrong. I mean,
I agree with you. The media is just awful, right? And
it is.
And these kids these days don't stand a chance. And I agree. Vitamin D deficiency, right? Hank says, wait until AI takes over, right? I've already seen there's these groups out there on Facebook where you post a picture, and if you don't like it, or you just pose, and then you're like, hey, put me on a beach somewhere. Hey, do this, do that, right? And so it's not even real pictures, and they're using AI to do that. So I agree with you. I mean, let's sit around and wait and see what happens when AI is a big thing. And I think that's why the writers were on strike, or the actors, right? Because they were using AI to do a lot of the acting. So they were on strike, for like a year?
You mean the writing?
Yeah, it was just terrible.
Well, and then you've got Google's AI that is, if you're searching for something, I guess, and we've always said we're not going to get into religion here. We're not going to get into politics, but, whether you like Trump or whether you like Biden or whether you want anybody else but the two, you shouldn't, in my opinion, if I go to Google and I want to know something about Trump, it shouldn't be, because they can sway it, because they can put whatever
Google
they
has
want.
Control over it, is what you're saying?
Huh?
Google has control over.
Well, yeah, they have control over their platform. So if I search for Donald Trump, they can have the 10 worst things he's ever done in this world come up the top results, right, to where you have to dig to find something good. Where then, say, Biden or whoever,
or vice versa, yeah.
Yeah, you go on there and bam, 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 it's, all the great things he's done. And it's very biased, and they can sway
that's
opinions.
A good point, right?
And they shouldn't be able to do that. And that's why Musk bought Twitter, was because he looked into their algorithm and saw what was happening, and he paid twice what it was worth, but he did it to get control of it to where the bias went away.
Yeah. Well, again, the social media is it's crazy to me, and it was very evident with the cargo shipwreck. It bothered me. It rubbed me the wrong way. So I didn't mean to go off on a tangent, but
well, no,
it's a true thing, and it was an accident, and everybody is just running with it being this and being that instead of focusing on the real things at hand and trying to dig up, and we're always at a war with each other here on our own homeland, but whatever. So Kelly Bell says, I have a 2-week-old grandbaby, and my heart is scared for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. 100%. Yeah. Kissy's cat said, my niece is trans and she fled Texas fast. Okay. I believe it. Okay, I'm going to speak out on this. No douche. Tracy Y. I'm brown. I trust no one, Kissy cat. Okay, so Douche says, you missed this part. So Douche says, I'm jumping out of a cake. Scott and I have been baking for 3 days, and I am in. They're jumping out of a cake for you on your birthday.
I can't wait. Boy, that's love right there. Nobody's ever jumped out of a cake for me.
Can you imagine? That would be so much fun.
It would be fun.
Have Scott and all of them.
You know what this tastes like?
What?
It tastes like some kind of a cough medicine, like the original.
Robitussin?
Yes, it tastes like Robitussin.
That stuff is gross.
It's not peach cobbler. It's Robitussin.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do that anymore now that I've figured that out.
So just a couple of other things that I wanted to mention this week, right? Tropicana is closing on April 2nd. So if you're in, near, or around Vegas, you definitely need to go see that before it gets, torn down and shut down. They're going to close at noon on April 2nd. Very interesting, though, because, the A's are supposedly coming in and taking over Tropicana, and they're redoing it. And the A's have reached out to the Neon Museum, and they actually want to bring in some of what the old signs and have them on display and have them as part of an exhibit at the new A's stadium, right?
Now, you said that they wanted to buy some of the stuff.
Well, I think that they're trying to buy some of it, but they also are
A's-
asking for donations.
The
And to
A's don't
me,
buy anything.
They don't buy talent, that's for sure.
They can't pay for their own stadium. They, I don't. This is just a money losing proposition. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I think it's funny, but I don't like that idea, right? I want it to stay at the Neon Museum so we can go and you can see all the wonderful things. The A's are just grasping at anything. I don't think them moving to Las Vegas is going to make them a top-notch, I got to go to a baseball game when I go to Vegas. Like, I just don't see it happening. And so they are going above and beyond. Like, this stadium, the renderings of it look like the famous symphony hall that's in Australia, right? And they're just going above and beyond. It doesn't look like a baseball stadium. And it just pisses me off because you go to baseball, it needs to be open, you're going for hot dogs and the sun and the whole experience. And they're making it not look like that at all. And I just don't think, no matter how much money the A's put into this facility and how great, or in getting these arts and the artifacts or whatever they're called from the Neon Museum, I don't think that's going to make a difference. I don't think people are going to go to the A's games. I really don't. Who is going to want to stay? A baseball game lasts, 3.5 hours? Are you going to want to spend 3.5 hours of your time in Vegas, in the Vegas heat during the summer, and watch a baseball game? I just don't see it.
I'll tell you what. More people will go to the A's game than are going to Tropicana. I'll tell you that right now. Because I was in the Tropicana, it was dead, and the only thing that was in there were homeless people
I agree
sleeping.
with you. It needed some sort of
Yeah.
revitalization, but not the A's.
Honestly, I think it's not a. Well, I agree, but I wonder what that's gonna do to that end of the strip, because you pretty much got New York, and MGM, and then Mandalay Bay's there, but nobody in their right mind stays there. I mean, we've stayed there. We're not in our right
I can't
mind.
get you to stay at Excalibur. I want to stay there.
I don't
I
wanna
want to
stay
stay
there.
there before they tear it down because
We'll
it's
see, but
history.
that's the thing, is I'm wondering if once the A's stadium goes up, if that's not going to become the new powerhouse of the strip,
Like,
because
they're going
all
to tear
that's
it
open.
down, or they're going to renovate it, like keep Excalibur and just,
Oh no, I think they'll tear it down.
a lot of construction going on. Then they should do it all at the same time, so that there's not a whole lot of this, right?
Well, I'm just telling you.
Common sense needs to prevail for a change. Great heavens, how stupid can you be? Right? By 2026, the home base umpire will be done by camera, which is in the plans versus a live person. Again, this stuff is just absolutely crazy to me. Kissy Cat, after the Astrodome closed, I quit going to games. Brutal heat. Yep. It is, right? And I don't know how successful the stadium is, and it just makes me so mad that they're kind of jumping on the Raiders bandwagon, right? And they think that they're going to follow in their footsteps. We're going to go to Vegas. We're going to be this great baseball team. I don't care where you move. The A's are never going to be a good team. That's my opinion. Like,
Well,
I don't think
not with their current owner.
Yeah, not with
That-
the-
he won't put any money
the
into it.
managing the staff that they have that's managing the organization in itself is not good. And then
Right.
that doesn't change, right? Just picking up and you failed in Oakland, right? So now you're going to pick up and go to Vegas. And I just don't see people wanting to do it. I think if we go and there's just a tour of the stadium like they did here with the Texas Ranger Stadium, where you could just tour it, pay X amount of money and tour the stadium, that would be good enough for me. I would do that if we were there, because I want to see it. I would like to visit the baseball stadium, just to be a part of history and what have you. But I don't want to watch them play.
I kind of agree with Kissy Cat. I can't imagine having a open stadium in Vegas.
I can't either.
That would be rough.
Hot. It's going to be hot. Gene Autry is rolling in his grave. The mob wouldn't let him even run a casino. I bet the A's get more fans at their games than the Marlins. Yeah?
That's possible.
I do still have a Ricky Henderson card and the Smash Brothers cards. Interesting. I don't
I have a
know.
Ricky Bobby card. You're not first, you're last.
I have no comment for that. I really, really don't. I really, really don't.
I'm really off color tonight. I'm looking at myself, and it's because my red lights burn out, and I guess I should have adjusted my camera.
Yeah. So let's talk about what happened to me on Tuesday,
Okay.
right? So Wednesday, the 27th, was the anniversary of my dad passing, right?
Sorry to hear that.
And I thank you.
My condolences.
So Tuesday, I worked from home, and I wasn't feeling too great. I worked from home on Tuesday. Weird stuff kept happening all day long. The lights were flickering, the lights were going in and out. The TV turned on its own, which I think might have been when the dog jumped up on the couch. The setting on the washing machine is always the same setting. It was a completely different setting. Weird things happened, and that was one of the things is your lights, right? They were flashing, and then they turned like green or blue or something, and then they stopped working, right? So all this weird stuff happened on Tuesday. Flat, and I don't know what that means, right? Some people think, oh, that's probably your dad coming and making sure, and then some people are just like, they're all coincidences, but weird.
You want me to tell you what it meant?
What?
We got hit by lightning because when we got done right before we went live, we were inspecting my lights, trying to figure it out.
There was a
and
little
and
burnt
there was
spot.
and there was burnt sections.
Yeah.
We didn't probably directly get hit by lightning, but
Somewhere around here.
we were in the line of hit
Yeah.
for lightning. So we got a little extra juice through here.
Probably, right? Because everything changed. This different.
Now your dad might have done that. I don't know. He might have like.
Yeah, it's possible, I guess. But my dad has a big heart, right? He had a big heart, so I don't think he would have done anything to scare us. But
Well, I don't think he would have tore my lights up.
Wednesday was nice, right? So the girls came over, Cannon and Avery. So two of the 5 kids were able to come over. Cannon brought me flowers. We went and visited Dad's gravesite. A little emotional, but it was okay.
That was your first time there, right?
It was my first time there, right? Every time I keep trying to go, and I just couldn't get the courage to do it. And it was kind of something I wanted to do by myself. And you kept saying, "I'll take you," and I didn't really want to go. It's just one of those things. But finally, we went. We took flowers and we put it on my grandparents' grave as well while we were visiting my dad's gravesite. And then we went and ate at his favorite breakfast spot. And we ended up weirdest thing ever. We ended up getting the same booth that he used to always eat at. Eat.
Yeah.
Sit in when he would take the kids or me to this favorite breakfast spot. So it was really a great day. I thought I would be a mess, and I wasn't. Like, it was a good day. Like, I emotionally was stable, and I was just kind of surprised because I really was dreading the day, and it wasn't that bad. Like, I just had more appreciation for him.
And that's good. That means that you're healing and you're. I told you in the beginning, because I remember for 3 or 4 years before he actually passed.
He kept having
They'd tell him
setbacks.
you got five minutes to live. You've got an hour to live, and you'd come home and you'd be crying. And I'm like, look, this guy's not going anywhere for a while.
Yeah.
And he didn't. And
He
and
fought
we were,
hard. He really
and we were
did.
able. Well, he wasn't in bad shape until he had the stroke. But and even then he kind of fought back. But what I told you is don't take it for granted and spend as much time as you can to where whenever he is gone, you won't have any regrets. Say what you got to say, do what you got to do.
And we did.
And I think you did.
We did
and
it
so,
out a little bit, right? We got some of that built up anger and why was it like this and what happened here, right? We went through all of that, and you were right. I'm glad I did that, right?
Yeah.
But Wednesday was a really good day because
Well, that's good.
It was an emotional day. I was very at peace with the day, and then I spent all day Thursday and all day Friday packing the house. And then you go to cook this morning, and you can't find your stuff. And
Where's
I felt
my
so
stuff?
bad for you.
It went back to the pizza on Friday. You put
Oh,
away
that's
the
right.
you put away.
The kitchen is packed. Like, ladies,
Yeah.
I don't have to cook.
Yeah, apparently
kitchen is closed.
we're eating out from this point on.
Kitchen is closed.
Yeah.
But we've gotten a lot of stuff done around this house. I just, I am I'm a neat freak and clean freak, and I want to pack everything. And
You're just a freak.
everything is together. All the coffee cups are together and labeled. All the barware is labeled, and even the garage. Right, we've gotten 2 big old things of
Oh yeah,
hand tools and
it's almost tore down.
yeah, already out to Denton. So I'm proud of it. I think we've done a lot, and then just working on the house this past weekend as well.
Dude says something.
Well, what'd she say?
I don't know. She says something about Ike. Ike, you were. Oh, maybe that was Mike. You were having some hard situation. What?
Like you were having some hard situations too about then, weren't you?
I don't know.
Is that like Mike or what?
I don't know. But Kelly says that it was aliens that attacked us and took out my lights.
Hank says both of my folks are in their 70s. I try to spend as much time as possible with them. Yeah. Yep. And then I think you should. Like the last week I stayed at my parents' house, right? I slept on the couch in the same room with my dad the entire time. Took my shifts, did everything I needed to do, right? And I don't regret that. And I think it was great to have that time with him and be there with him. And again, like you said, just don't have your regrets. Get it all out. Talk about what you need to talk about. So I do appreciate that, right? And so Wednesday was a good day for me. It wasn't as bad as I thought.
I think dude just talking about
Dad's
that.
birthday is coming up. Look at that. Avery is in.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yes, my birthday is coming up.
Birthday is coming up, and we have a surprise for you. So,
Oh.
yes. So everybody will have to stay tuned.
You do suck at this because April said the other night, she goes, I hate buying him anything early for his birthday or for Christmas or anything because I can't
keep it a secret.
Well, you couldn't even keep a secret that you had a surprise for me. Now I know there's something coming.
Oh.
I'll be like looking everywhere for it.
Yeah.
Like looking around corners and stuff. No, I think Duge was talking about the fact that my mom.
You had things that you
Yeah.
got out with your mom as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because your mom was really sick before she passed away. She can't keep secrets. You're right, Avery. I can't. When is Mike's birthday? Okay, everybody, it is April 11th.
Woo!
Yes.
So what is that? 12 days from now.
Yes. So what do you want to do for your birthday? Surprise!
I went
We're going to Vegas.
I want drywall.
I'm kidding. We're not going to Vegas.
So, we'll have a show right the night before my birthday.
There's a difference between keeping secrets and keeping presents.
Oh.
Like, I want to give you whatever I buy you when I buy it, right? I want to tell you that I bought it when I bought it. I can keep secrets. Trust me. There's a lot you don't know.
All
As
these
far as
guys that I've been with on the road.
The kids' secrets. I can keep the kids' secrets.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought there's Jimmy, and I'm not really going to Buffalo, and Scott Nightengale, and
I'm really visiting Scott in Buffalo next week. I'm not going for work.
Yeah.
Mike cannot say what he wants on this show, especially not with the kid in here. No.
Oh, that kid doesn't have any secrets. She knows what goes on.
Yes, she does. Yep. So the big eclipse is coming, right? And apparently we're right in the middle of all of that.
Yeah, apparently Austin's going to be a little bit better than us, but the band runs like right through
The Midwest
Yeah.
and up, right? And they're like, everybody at work is like, it's going to be like, they're telling kids and the schools around here in North Texas to treat it like a snow day. Stay home and don't get out because the traffic is supposed to be super, super bad. I don't get that. Are there really that many followers that are into an eclipse?
Yeah, there's like they were talking 2 or 3 months ago that in like down around the hill country down in Austin that they've been sold out for like a year for like hotels and Airbnbs and apparently this is a pretty big deal. I mean, it's just going to get dark again, and
it's only going to last 2 or 3 minutes, right?
It's like no, I think it's going to last longer than that,
Okay.
but I don't know how long it is, but
Look at Kissy Cat. So Scott says our secret is out. Yes, Scott, our secret is out. I can't keep secrets apparently, so there you go. Our secret is out. Kissy Cat said she cried for her mom and then cursed her for 4 years during their probation. That's right. She did say there was a lot of probating going on during that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's funny, we'll just kind of still on topic, is all these years, right? I kept every Father's Day, every birthday, it was like, oh, my dad is the rock of the family. He's our foundation. He's what keeps us together. I'm so lucky to have him. And man, if my words weren't truer than shit. Sorry.
Truer than shit.
I mean, right?
Well, yeah, your family's pretty much dissolved,
Our family's dissolved. Like I talked to my sister, and that is it now, right?
and
Nobody else
that's a
talks.
rarity.
And
You
I
know,
just,
sorry, Lori, but it is.
yeah, she has 5 kids.
She's got a lot going on.
And she's got a lot of things going on, right? But when I said all those years, and even you, and Cannon and Avery, who grew up with him all this time, right, kept telling me, hey, when something happens, this family is going to be done because he's the one that keeps us all together and keeps us together
Yeah.
for holidays. And and I kept just kind of brushing it under the rug and hoping for the best and hoping for the best. And man, like, who knew that that's how it would be, right? So I hear you, Kissy Cat, because now I'm like, I'm wondering if my dad had been more vocal and put his foot down and set things straight, would we still all be a family now? So I was a little angry like 2 weeks ago, right? Thinking to myself that maybe my dad should have, instead of forcing us or trying to make good and filter everybody's emotions, and if we would have addressed
Well, he's
them,
trying to protect everybody's
he
feelings.
was trying to protect everybody. Maybe we would still be a big happy family. Maybe, right? So I hear you, Kissy Cat. I have
Well,
gone
see,
with
and
that.
then on the other hand, since I think, and this doesn't have any reflection to this, but I think since my mom's been gone, we've gotten closer with my family.
We have.
we go out there. Hell, we're moving in there.
Yeah, but there's been some pain points.
Oh yeah, no, yeah,
And there'll be more pain points
not-
as we move
oh,
in
yeah.
and we combine our household, right?
Yeah.
But that's the difference, because your family, it's a heated conversation, there's a discussion, and then there's just kind of like a cooling period, and we move on.
Right.
That didn't happen in my family. Like, it was just taboo, and I'm still the same way. Like, I don't address things, and I don't get caught up in the emotions, and I'm not confrontational. I will bite my tongue until the day I die on things, and maybe I shouldn't. Maybe we should be more like you and your dad are, and just go head to head, toe to toe, and then let it go.
Well, my dad and I are both very strong-willed people, and he's had a really rough time. He's
Oh, yeah, it's been
lost
hard
his
on him.
partner, and then we're coming in, and we've got to combine all of our stuff. It's not like we're just coming in with our clothes. I mean, we got a lot of stuff. So there's been a lot of pushing and shoving, and then stuff that's happened over the years that we've kind of hashed out, and I'm sure there's going to be more. But at the end of the day, I think this is a good move, and I think we're all going to be better for it.
I agree with you.
I don't
do.
know, and on your family, I don't know. I mean,
It's just weird.
I think since your dad's been gone, that's it. I mean, I don't think you and your brother are going to speak. I don't think it doesn't seem like your mom and you are going to speak. I don't.
It doesn't seem to matter, right?
No,
It's
it
like
doesn't seem
just
to.
my sister and I reach out to each other and we talk, and nobody really. It's just sad, right? And it's
You know what?
It's. And
You know what I love?
Dude, you're right. I should have slapped the bitch on the airplane next time.
Yeah.
Linda says, both my parents are gone, and looking back, one thing I wish I had done was interview them and ask them questions about their favorite Christmases. I would have loved to hear those stories. That'd be kind of cool. That would be kind of cool.
One thing, and I was thinking about this today. We were going through the upstairs, which was my parents' bedroom, and there was a lot of stuff stored up there, and we kept running across papers and boxes with stuff in it, and I remember her sitting there and writing in journals and journals and journals and journals, and her telling you, you guys need to read through this stuff. I don't know where that stuff is, but maybe we need to read through some of that stuff.
Well, we put the books. I put the books aside, but what I loved the most was I found this weekend, and I put it up. I put it in the closet. What's potentially going to be your closet was your mom's high school. Remember, I don't know if you, but I had baby books for Cannon, Lake, and Avery, where first lost tooth, first day of walking and stuff.
Yeah.
And there was a book like that, and it was your mom's high school memories. So it had like her prom date and prom pictures and the dance and what they did on Friday nights. And I scooped that up because I think that's going to be awesome to have, right? And so I did put it in the closet. But, we found her Bible, right? And there was money like in the Bible. We found another little thing that had
Nobody
coins.
come break in. It wasn't that much money. I mean, it was like $6.
Yeah, but still, I mean, it's been interesting to go through that. We found a lot of your grandmother's stuff, right?
You know what? Let's talk about that. What?
Where are you going to draw the line?
Well, no. But I thought about that whenever I saw that book of my mom's. I was like, this is kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
But other than her, who's going to appreciate that? I mean, we kind of look through it. Are we going to look through it again? Are we going to look through it every year? Is one of the girls going to go, "Ooh, I really want
They
that"?
might,
And
one
if
day.
they do want it, what are they going to do with it? Are they
Yeah.
going to sit it on a shelf somewhere? Are they going to open it up every once in a while, or is it going to sit in a box? Do the things that are important to you matter to anybody else
Yeah.
once you're gone? There's certain things that I have that, I've carried around since I was a kid. The whole attic is full of bicycle parts. But they're really not. I mean, I don't know if they're really even
finish
worth
that
anything.
sentence. They're not, okay. I was like, are you going to stop in your mid-sentence? And
No,
retract
I know
what
they're
you just
worth
said?
something, but for
To
them
keep
to
them, right.
for them to be worth something. Well, okay.
It's taking up real estate.
Part of the problem is my parents didn't have the bike that I built, and at the time, I built Peyton a $5,000 race bike, but when I built my GT, I built that from mowing yards and at $10 a pop, and that bike cost about $700 to build, and I built it piece by piece as I could afford it, and to just get rid of it, although I'll probably never ride it again, I don't know. It's hard for me to just get rid of that, but
Well, and that is the thing, right? So in packing our house,
that's probably the only thing I have that I really just couldn't let go.
I agree with that. I mean, I'm at a different place where you are, right? Because I'm over here every time the girls are coming over. Lake was here today. I'm like, anything you
Take
want,
you want.
take
Yep.
anything you want. Anything you want now, take it. If not, I'm selling it. Because I don't want our children to be
Burdened with a bunch
I don't
of
want
crap.
them to go through all. I did that with my dad's stuff, and it was heartbreaking. It was hard to do. It was hard to watch it go, and I don't want my kids. I don't want them. I don't want the.
I don't want
children-
our kids either.
I don't. Well, I don't want our children to experience that,
Kidding,
right? I don't
Avery.
want them to have to. So I'm like, take whatever you want. You want this artwork? You want this? Do you want the hutch? Do you want the china? I mean, whatever. Just take it now. And
Yeah.
enjoy it now, right? Because
Yeah,
I
but
don't want it.
the problem is they can't appreciate it. They can't appreciate
because
it
of
now.
their age. So meaning later on down the
Well,
road they may want it.
Yeah, and that was some of the stuff that my dad and I talked about was that I know whenever I was Avery's age that I didn't really appreciate anything that I had that they had.
Right.
I wanted all new stuff and now there's some, like my grandfather's tools. I appreciate that. I don't know that I would have appreciated it if somebody would have given it to me whenever I was, Avery's age or, any of the other kids. So
See, Avery's on here, right? She's like, I don't have space, right? I've outgrown
see,
my
and
apartment.
that's the problem is they're so young.
Yeah, that they
Once they get our age, they'll have room for stuff like
yeah, because
that.
they are just starting out, and you're right.
Sure.
They are in an apartment. So all of this to be said is we are now looking at buying shipping containers.
Shipping containers.
Because maybe they don't want it right now, right? Maybe they don't want Grandma Freddie's china, and we really don't have a place to put it out and display it right now. But to your point, maybe they will someday. So we've kind of leaning towards buying 2 shipping containers, one for our stuff and one for your dad's stuff that didn't make it out the door on round 1. And stop stressing over do we keep, do we not keep. Just get a shipping container, put it in there, and it still brings to my point of at some point in time if something happens to us, the kids have to go through all of that, right?
It's true. That's true. And it's funny because, I've known people racing cars and stuff like that. Alan and I have had people that we knew that died at the racetrack and didn't come back from, and Alan's always had, explicit instructions on what to do with my stuff here. You know, he knows what to do with you know, and I guess now you're a little more involved, but like the all the race car parts and all the race car stuff.
Yeah, sure.
Because he could get the most money for it versus you putting it up on Craigslist and trying to sell it.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah. No, I know if something was to happen to you, it's a phone call to Alan because he knows what's going on. Right, I do get that.
Yeah.
Scott Nightengale says no more dishes for you, just DoorDash containers.
That's it.
That's true. Because I
That's it.
packed everything up. Avery came in today and she was looking around in the kitchen and she's like, "Oh, okay then," because we don't move for another 6 to 8 weeks, right? But
see how I move is I
can never. We're not doing it. We're
I
not
take the
doing it.
dishes out of the
Nope.
cupboard. I put them in the back seat of the truck. I drive to the new house and I put them right into the cabinet,
No.
and you're done. You take your clothes, you scoop them up, you put them on the seat, you drive, and you hang them back up. No boxes required.
No. I have 40 2x2x2 boxes. And I am putting everything together and I am labeling it and I am wrapping everything
Ooh.
up, right?
So Kissy Cat said that her friend made a bar out of her.
Ooh, her container. Ooh, baby. You know what? We would then have a studio. I don't think we'd get a
Ooh.
good signal in there through
That's
the
true.
steel, right?
Well, it doesn't. We don't need a signal
Bingo,
as long as
Mike
we have a
Dunville.
wire. Yeah, that's how. I mean, me and the girls when we moved out of our house and me and the girls moved into the apartment. That's how we did it.
There's no
man.
way.
We were out of there quick.
Yeah, you know what's funny is I rented a U-Haul when we moved from that house to this house, and you were looking at me like I was nuts, and I'm like, "What do you mean? We need a U-Haul?" And you're like, "Yeah, I don't move like that." And I'm like, "Okay, well, we are moving like this because
Remember-
I need like pack everything up."
Remember whenever I slammed into my truck with the U-Haul, and Brian like took off and just started running. He ran in the house because he knew that I was going to come out and start swinging stuff.
I do remember.
I hit that thing square, but I hit it right in the bumper perfect, and it didn't bend anything. I don't know how I did
I
it,
don't either. I
but
do
Brian
remember that.
just was like, nope.
So Kissy Cat moves like you do.
Oh, yeah.
I can't do that. Like I need everything.
Yeah.
And I love moving.
I don't want to
I love-
unbox anything. Just
But it's
Pull it down,
it's
put it right
purge
back
time.
up.
Like it's purging time. Like I'm gonna go through things and I'm keeping things. I'm
oh,
not
so we
keeping
get to like
things-
kill the neighbors and stuff.
not that kind of purge.
Our neighbor found out we had a YouTube channel. He may actually be watching. He's like, oh shit, those
Christmas
guys are gonna
lights
kill me.
hang all year.
We actually do have Christmas lights hanging all year.
We do. Oh my god,
Kinda.
my eyes are watering. That was so funny. I forgot about that with the U-Haul thing.
Oh yeah. No, I put LEDs up around the soffits on the inside, and so whenever you would win, I'd turn the house red.
Rosemary, welcome in. She says, I haven't moved for 27 years. Hopefully we will be
Yeah.
here till the end and relish in the fact it will be my kids' mess. You must not like your kids then.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just too funny. I can't do it, right? So,
Y'all still have a Christmas sign in the yard. Yeah, actually we do.
that's right, Avery, we do. It's no place like home.
Yeah.
That's because it was in the planter and we forgot, right? But
We didn't
man,
forget nothing.
We're moving. It's okay.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is I've asked the kids what they want, like decorations wise. Nobody wants it, so I'm gonna just give that a garage sale. But I will keep Grandma Freddie. When we will keep the other stuff, we'll put it in the shipping container and call it a day.
Well, and if nothing else, we can kind of go through it and start getting rid of stuff and then turn it into Mike's bar.
Yeah, thanks to Kissy Cat.
Yeah, thanks to Kissy Cat. Have like a little
Barbapalooza instead of Pharmapalooza.
The front will pop open.
You know, Avery will be all about that, right? Her,
yeah.
all the kids will be like, "Oh, we're hanging out at Dad's. It's Saturday night."
Have
Especially
a rave. Yeah.
if we move into a house that has a pool, we'll never get rid of the kids.
Oh, that's true.
I highly recommend we get a pool.
Yeah. Well, we can get a pool now. Just
Christmas
get it.
lights look great in the shipping container.
Oh. Well,
So she hangs. Oh, that's what she was saying. Is she hangs them in the yeah. Well, I bet because they reflect off the metal, right?
well, I mean, yeah, or you can wall those up and, make them look like a house inside. You can put drywall up.
Yeah,
You just have to put studs up and then you're done.
yeah. So I guess just to my point is, You spend your entire life you gathering things that you want. For you, it's your Mustangs, your cars, and to that nature. I'm a minimalist, and
You are.
I, you know, I do keep some things, like I have some things that the kids have made in the past and memories, but in the end, none of this goes with me, and I don't want it to be a burden when I leave. I don't want the kids to have to go through it. I don't want them crying over it. I don't want them fighting over it.
I don't think there's anything we have that they're going to fight over.
Well, not now, but I'm just saying because I've never lived that way. I've never been the person that just keeps keepsakes, right?
Right.
I mean, look at Cannon, for instance, right? So she had her first baby doll. She had a lot of, stuffed animals that she loved over the years. But when we moved here, she's like, I don't want them anymore. She took some and gave them to her little sisters, and then the rest, she's like, they're dog toys, whatever, right? She kept those, and we've moved them years and years. We've moved them from house to apartments, to another house, and then to this house. And then for what? In the end, she's like, yeah, I don't want them. Trophies, right? Nobody wanted their trophies. We tossed them all out.
Oh, jeez.
You know what I'm saying?
You
So
know how many
that's kind of
trophies
my
those
point
girls
is it's just a lot.
No, I hear you.
It's
I
a
hear
lot, and I don't want it to be a burden on the kids. And I just don't want that. I want them to, take my ashes, put me in Colorado, and move on and enjoy your life.
you. Yeah, there are special instructions for our ashes. Yeah.
Yeah. She only opens in the fall and spring with a hayride. That's a really cool idea. Pussycats give me-
Kelly Bell says if we get a pool, she'll come.
Oh.
Although she does live, right at the ocean, by a really nice ocean.
Oh, in Biloxi?
Yeah.
Yeah. Never leave any evidence. I think they call it death cleaning in Sweden. Interesting.
Ah.
Interesting.
Yeah, Tracy said it's called prepping for finals.
Prepping for finals.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm already there. I don't know.
Well, we've had a lot of
We went through it together.
yeah, we had a lot of this year, and we've seen a lot of. I don't know, man. We've seen, the people that we looked up to and leave, and our mortality come into question of wow, how long are we gonna last? And
Yeah, just live every day to the fullest, right?
Well, no, I know, but-
I also think, though, with my dad passing, within 7 weeks after your mom passing, I don't think you really had the time to grieve, right? I don't think
I didn't.
Yeah, because my dad was
Maybe not.
sick, and we were taking care of my dad, who was right around the corner.
I was taking more care of you.
Yeah, but I'm just
That's-
saying I was
that's-
so busy. I don't think you ever had the time to go through all of that because, I was a complete mess, right?
Right.
I mean, we're talking about, this is really my only parent. I mean, he was married to my stepmom, who was my mom to me. But my dad was truly my only parent here, biological parent. And I loved him with all my heart, right? And so you knew that. And it was just hard for me and not really being around him until I was 19. I just felt like I got shortchanged a little bit. And so you
Sure.
never really had the chance, I think, in my opinion, to grieve for your mother. And so as we're kind of going through her stuff still, because let me tell you guys, we thought we had cleaned everything out. We were wrong.
Nah. We haven't. I don't think we've scratched the surface.
Gary Smith is here running late, but wanted to jump in.
Hey, Gary, happy Easter.
Yep.
I don't know. I've got, in a lot of ways, I'm a realist, and and again, I didn't feel like there was anything that her and I hadn't resolved, or I mean, I think there was some stuff in her mind that she thought we should resolve, and it just, to me, it was, it wasn't like we'd fought all the time or hated each other, but nobody's perfect in this parent stuff. There's stuff I did with my kids that I really regret, that I wish that wouldn't have happened. But I think at the end of the day, I was good with it.
Yeah.
I don't think there was anything that I felt like, oh wow,
Was
I wish I would
unsaid or
have
undone,
wish I
yeah.
would have had 5 more minutes and I could have told her this, and I was grateful that we were there moments before she
Yeah,
passed.
no, I
the only regret I have, and I don't know what the hell happened there, but when we left that hospital and your phone did not work,
Oh yeah, that's right. And, we didn't get
and
the
my
time
dad was
message.
trying to get a hold of you to where, and we could have turned around, we could have been
Yeah,
back.
that's right. That's the only thing that bothers. Yeah.
I don't know if that was like a good thing. I don't know that I wanted to see the complete end, but I felt bad for my dad. Is that he was reaching out to you, your phone didn't work until you reset it, and then all of a sudden, bam, 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 bam,
And
all
yeah.
these emails or text messages start coming
Yeah.
in, and I mean, we jumped in the car and drove right there. I mean, it was that part. If there's any regrets, I really wish that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, and I agree with you because that was
I
one
felt
piece
really
of-
bad for my dad because he was reaching out to us, and I can't imagine
Yeah, and I wish I
how
had been
how
there for
alone
him.
he felt, because I mean, and we weren't responding. It wasn't that we were ignoring him. I mean, God, I would have turned the truck around and done 200 miles an hour to get back to him.
Yeah.
But we didn't know. By the
We
time we
didn't.
got home, he finally reached my phone. Go
Scott
ahead.
Nightingale, these comments. I tell you what, y'all
What?
are funny. I'm not going to read it out loud. It's just really funny.
Okay.
It's very funny. So I just had one other thing I wanted to talk about. I told you.
Okay,
You
I'm glad
ready?
you did.
Would you like to read that out?
I'm a little teary-eyed. We're talking about my mom. You shouldn't even have brought it up. Now I'm dealing with things, but no, I'm
Just
good.
know that Scott and Duge Scott will be Duge's wingman if needed.
Okay. Okay.
Happy Easter, everybody. Welcome in, Ron Gambles. I know we're running over time.
Hey, Ron.
We don't really have a time slot, but so Circus. Did you hear this? This is really kind of cool. They're tired of all of the raging prices in Vegas, right? It costs so much these days. So they're bringing back
So
old
much.
style. You what?
I was just so much.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah. So they're bringing back old Vegas, right? So
Like
lots of fun.
mobsters and yeah.
It's lots of fun. They've totally redone this area. It's only coin slot machines, which I love coin machines. And they brought back really cheap eats, right? For $2, you can get a beer and you can get a hot dog and shrimp cocktails. They brought that
Popcorn.
back, right? Popcorn.
Well, it was
and
the beers were Dos Equis and Heineken. Those are a lot of times considered imports for $2.
yeah,
So
$2. So I love this idea. I think it's great. And I'm wondering, I know it's Circus and they're not really a big brand in Vegas, but I would love to see the other casinos follow suit and bring the prices back down a little bit, right?
Rosemary said something, so go look at that.
I was with my mother-in-law and husband when they passed. Fortunately, it was a peaceful for all of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, Kissy Cat we have, but I think it's I don't know if it's for the best, but I think it's in its own weird way.
Well, they were both in pain.
Well, no, but I think in its own weird way, it's things are working out for us.
Yeah.
Let's just say that. I mean, we're moving to the farm, and things are happening. So I think it's all working out.
You see Gary's oh boy coins, black fingertips, and
Oh, yeah.
alcohol.
Well, they said that they're ordering more coin
Coins. Yes.
machines. Yeah.
Yes, that's right, Gary. Go to Circus and get me a plastic cup of quarters. I loved that.
He's not wrong though. The black
I love the
fingers and
smell. Like
Oh.
you just I mean, I'm not
Oof.
like Saturday Night Living it, right? Where the lady
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
But I love it. I love the coins. I love the quarters. I love the sound. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's pretty cool. Right. So I think Main Street is the only place right now that has it where you can play coin machines. And so
Well,
now
slots of fun
Circus-
have always had it
It's-
whenever they were open.
Yeah, and I just think now it's going to be on the Strip, and it's kind of cool. Like, I would never stay at Circus. Like, you will never stay at Excalibur. Well, I will never stay at Circus.
I would stay at the Excalibur long before I would stay at Circus.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
See, Rosemary agrees with me. The sound of coins. It just brings back that old time feeling, and I'm excited for this, and I can't wait to go go back to Vegas and experience this. I mean,
I might stay in the tunnels under Vegas before I would stay at Circus.
ding, 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 ding. Thank you, Hank. That's right. Have a good night, douche. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, douche.
Think of where those quarters have been. Cup holders in cars with tobacco spit soaked on them. Gross.
Nice.
And you're right, Kissy Cat. The money does go slower, right? So when you're playing coins, you're not hitting the button as faster. It takes a little bit longer to compute, right? I'll get a free room. It's under a walkway in Vegas, but it's a good view.
Exactly. You see the grates and
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
dinner and a movie.
In the sewer of Caesar smell. Caesar sewage, I guess we could call it.
Oof.
That's funny. Let me make sure I didn't have anything else that I wanted to talk about tonight. I think that's, Margaritaville is closing. That's kind of sad.
Yeah. Since
That's what
2003, right?
Yeah. And that's, we love going to the Bird Bar.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
that,
Well, that
it
was
will
one of the
always-
first places we ever filmed.
It's the first place we went live. We sat, I love to sit there. My
The
favorite
Lost
thing
Boys were there.
is to have a beer, smoke a cigar, and just sit there and people watch people coming around that corner, and that's going to be gone now. So it's kind of sad. I don't like the idea that they're taking the Bird Bar and Margaritaville away.
Mm-hmm.
But, Caesars is kind of being greedy about this. They only want to have their restaurants there. So more of the Guy Fieri and, all of those.
It's funny, and I have no desire. Every time we've been to one of those,
Yeah, we don't go to those types of
it's
restaurants,
sucked.
right? We
Let's just be
don't.
very honest. The Guy Fieri one we went to sucked. Every time we've gone to one of those chef
That
ones.
Bobby V's.
Oh yeah, that
Bobby
was horrible.
Pizza Cake Valentine or
Yeah.
whatever his name
Well,
was.
and then Bobby Flay Burgers.
Oh, yeah.
Rah.
That was terrible.
If anybody ever watched the bloopers,
you'll know.
rah.
Yeah, so Ron Gamble says they had to do something because Circus is a dump and got to get people back in there somehow, and I agree with that.
I'd go in there and hang out. I don't know if I'd eat the shrimp cocktail.
I don't think
It
so
looked
either.
pretty rough. It was kind of gray, and I was like, "Ooh!" And this is your hey, we're bringing this back picture. Oof! I'd hate to see the everyday one because you look at the McDonald's Big Mac and you're like, "Wow, that looks really good," and you get it, and it's like, "Wow,
It's
this
like
is
squished.
yeah,
and
this
nasty.
is the jacked up Big
Yeah,
Mac."
the $1.99 steak and eggs. I remember that late night.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and that stuff was actually pretty good.
It was. Yeah.
It was good.
They had in the 99-cent shrimp cocktail. That was awesome.
I never got one of those. I was always scared. I was always afraid that I was going to get
And
some.
you like shrimp cocktail.
I
I'm
do.
surprised. I'm really surprised to hear you
yeah,
say
but
that.
I like $20 shrimp cocktail instead of 99-cent because if I'm on vacation and I get food poisoning, that sounds horrible. I'm
Been
stuck
there,
in my
done
room,
that.
stuck in my room from 99-cent shrimp cocktail. I don't like it that much.
It's not worth 99 cents.
No.
I hear you. All right, so I think we can wrap up our show, but we did want to let you guys know that next Sunday, because we are celebrating Easter with the kiddos, right? Everybody will be here, well, except for Lake. We are celebrating next Sunday because it worked out with everybody's work schedule and other things.
Easter Palooza 2.
So we are going to be having our family Olympics and our Easter egg hunt. So we will not be going live next Sunday.
Wait.
Oh, Kim and Scott spoken. Welcome in.
What's up, guys?
Look at you guys.
How have you been?
We
Haven't
have
seen you in a
missed
while.
You guys.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you for dropping in and saying hello. We always used to go downtown to get the shrimp cocktails.
I've just never had I've seen it.
Oh.
I've seen people doing it. I didn't have the stones to do it. I was afraid I was going to get sick
My
on
dad and I
vacation.
did it the last time we were in Vegas in
just couldn't do
2016,
it.
and it was good. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's really good.
Yeah. Whoa.
What? What are we doing? Oh my gosh! Kim and Scott spoke in Meredith with $19.99 super chat. Super thanks.
Thank you
guys
guys.
are beautiful. Thank
We
you
love
so
you guys.
much. Yes, we do. And we appreciate you supporting our channel. Right? They were a big supporter of our
Oh
Christmas
yeah.
Angel run that we
Yeah.
did in December.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Very giving people.
Yeah.
Very, very, very.
Yeah.
Making up for lost time.
Oh.
We appreciate that. You don't have to do that, but we do appreciate
We
it.
appreciate you just being here. Every one of you guys.
We
you
do.
know.
It's nice, right? I didn't expect to have a big crowd because it was Easter Sunday, so I appreciate people coming out. But yeah, so we won't be next Sunday. We will not be live because we are going to do Easter with our family. Everybody will be here. We're going to have some fun.
Kind of my mom's thing, right?
Yep.
That's kind of our little celebration of my mom and Easter, and that was her big.
That was her holiday. Easter was her big holiday, which, by the way, the irises are just absolutely full bloom. They're beautiful.
I thought you said the IRS, and I was like, we're going to get audited over Easter? Holy shit. But the irises are in full bloom. I don't know if we're going to do a video. That was a lot of work last time.
It was.
man,
Maybe
cooking.
we should sit back and enjoy it this year.
Maybe we'll just do a brief little, Happy Easter in front of the irises.
Film the kids falling down and breaking an ankle again.
That was fun, but no, probably. I don't know. Probably not.
Yeah.
We'll probably wait till next year. We'll be a little more set
They have a surprise
up.
coming for them next Sunday.
Oh.
Yeah, so I hope they're athletically ready for the challenge. It's going to be big. I was looking around today for some stuff. So
Yeah.
it'll be great.
Maybe
So-
we'll film some of it. I don't know. It's probably not going to be a full-blown video like we did last time.
Yeah, I hear you. So everybody have a great week. We will not see y'all next Sunday. If you're participating in the eclipse, good luck. Be sure you wear glasses. Do not burn your eyes. That's the big thing, right?
And make sure, and I don't know how accurate this is, but they said that not all the glasses you were getting on Amazon were certified, and that some of them,
Is that a conspiracy theory again?
No. Well, hell, I ruined a motor in Avery's car because I bought counterfeit parts off of Amazon.
Look at Avery's comment. She's coming for that trophy.
Good. She almost had it last year.
They did almost have it, right? And then I think Tanner dropped the egg at the last minute.
Well, no, Tanner ran past her and I beat them.
And he forgot to pass it on to her. That's right. He thought he was the end of the loop, and he was not. But yeah. So we do have.
We blame Tanner.
We have the Olympics, and Cassidy and Jonathan
had the trophy this year.
They have.
Or last year.
Yep. They have been sporting the trophy, the family trophy, all year. So they are bringing it back on Sunday, and Avery apparently plans to take it.
Good.
And have possession of it.
I completely approve of that.
Yeah, I think it's fun. It's a lot of fun, guys. So we will not be
live. We'll have some updates on it.
Yeah, we'll have some updates. Thank you for watching, continuing to support us. Thank you, Kim and Scott. We do appreciate that very much. So, and
thank you very much.
I know it was a holiday, so thank you all for taking time to come to see us. We will see you in 2 weeks. Everybody be safe, right? And good luck to everybody on our March Madness.
Yeah. Well, except for me. I've already lost,
me
so have
too,
you.
But it's all good. Sister Yoshi and Tracy and Deanna.
Yeah. Good
luck,
luck,
like
guys.
It's between the three of them.
All right, guys. Happy Easter. Thank you for showing up, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah. Have a good night and have a good week. Bye, guys.